Also have any child welfare as government relations. And so go ahead and visit with these goods and I'll make a more formal introduction just a little bit later. I also have let me get the correct title here. The Center for American Indian Community Health. So go by and visit with them. They've got a survey for women that are 40 or older, Native American woman that has had a mammogram in the last 5 years. I have a questionnaire. Takes about 10 or 15 minutes. Ladies, wave at us, would you please? Wave over there to green. And they say if you finish this survey, that you will get a free t-shirt. I asked them if I could do it, but they won't let me. I just want the t-shirt, is all I want. So at this time, we are going to get started. I want you to make welcome here today, Chief of the Cherokee Nation, Mr. Bill John Baker. Let's give him a round of applause.
Boy, it's so much fun coming up here to Kansas City. This is the 4th or 5th year that I've been able to come up, and it's so nice to picnic with family. It's always such a pleasure because you guys like to cook and I like to eat, and that makes a perfect match in heaven. See, I've been traveling all around the 14 counties of the Cherokee Nation and all over the United States, picnicking and having fun, visiting with cousins, because if you are Cherokee, we don't have to go very far back before we're pretty close cousins, because we truly come from one fire. We just got a celebration at home, having the bike riders that did the Remember the Removal bike ride. Those kids traveled 950 miles retracing the northern route that our ancestors took only 175 years ago. Think about it, folks. 175 years ago, they showed up on our ancestors' front porch and said, come on, leave everything you own. In the blink of an eye, the richest of the rich Cherokee and the poorest of the poor became the same. Everything they owned was left behind. Only the clothes they had on their back. They were put in stockades and marched west. 25% of our ancestors did not survive that forced march to Indian Territory. But more importantly, our ancestors put one foot in front of the other and they never gave up. They showed up in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, and says, we're not done. We're still family. We're still a government. We're still a nation of laws, whether the United States of America recognizes their laws or not. And our ancestors immediately went about the business of rebuilding the Cherokee Nation. The first building they built was the Supreme Court building, which is the oldest public building in the state of Oklahoma today, because we believe in law. We believe in education. We built the female seminary, which is now a centerpiece of Northeastern State University. But what most people don't know is it was the first institution of higher learning west of the Mississippi for any woman of any race. But I say all that to say this. As Cherokees, we can look back at the trials and tribulations and the hardships and the wrongs that were committed on our ancestors and know that no mountain is too tall, no diversity is too tough, that our kids can survive and thrive over anything. That's the legacy that we're passing on to our kids and grandkids and great-grandkids and for 7 generations to come. Folks, we've been working extremely hard every day at the Cherokee Nation. We're creating jobs, we're building houses, we're investing $100 million of casino profits into health care for our people. The Cherokee Nation is strong. But more importantly, it is getting stronger each and every day. I've been at this meeting, I think this is my 5th time. This is as large a crowd as we've ever had. We have doubled the budget for our outreach, so that now you've got Donnie Mackey and her programming, and you've got Judy Peter Fisher and his programming. We've got Judy Mackey, that young man in the hat that goes around. We're working on the online history course. We're expanding scholarships. We're expanding health care. We're expanding housing. God has been extremely good to the Cherokee Nation. He has blessed me with really good men and women that surround me, that really do the hard work that makes all these things happen. We have with us today a young man by the table, Chuck Austin Jr., an attorney, but we won't hold that against him. But he is my Secretary of State. Things could not be going better at the Cherokee Nation. Now I'm here today, and I've shaken hands with many of you, but all you have to do is nod or raise a hand, and I am here to answer your questions, to visit with you, to hear your stories, and I'll be here as long as you want me. God bless each and every one of you. And God bless the Cherokee Nation.
Dina Campbell, left side photo ID, please.
Michael Boswell, right side photo ID, please.
All right, thank you, Chief. At this time, I want you to make welcome. Let me introduce him first, because he has a special guest with him. Secretary of State, Mr. Chuck Austin Jr., with his wife January over here. Let's give them a round of applause. Secretary, if you would, come up and say a few words.
Susie, I will agree with you. They know how to do it here. They eat before the topic starts. That's the way to do it. So you don't have to wade through the speeches before you get to the good stuff. I am very glad to be here. I'm glad that my wife January said January say hi again. I am glad to work for a chief who supports the Antelope community. Like I said, we doubled the budget. We've got the folks out here to bring it to you. My grandpa, a full-blood Cherokee, took a freight train up here when he was a young man and was an iron worker. And I tell you what, if the work hadn't been better back in Oklahoma, I might have been right here. And that tells you that a Cherokee is a Cherokee no matter where you live, whether it's Kansas City or Oklahoma, it doesn't matter. I am just glad to be your servant. Wonderful to be here, but over.
Thank you, sir. All right, we want to make some recognitions here real quick. get my cheat sheet here out here. District 14, Councilman, let's make a welcome here today, Mr. Lee Keener. Lee, would you wave us, please? There he is up there. Glad to have him with us. Also, you will be hearing from these young ladies here in a few moments, but let's make them welcome here. Miss Cherokee 2013-2014, Miss Julie Gordon. Let's give her a round of applause. Junior Miss Cherokee 2013-2014, Elise Belcher, where are you at, young lady? There she is right there. So glad to have these young ladies. Go ahead.
Robert Boswell, right side, please.
All right, so that's why we're gonna, as we go through our program, you're gonna hear them interrupt me to announce who they need to see, and I'll glance over everyone and want to see what's going on. But I want our department heads to come up and say a few things. And so, as soon as she gets finished, she's taking good care of business. I'll skip this one for right now. But I want you to come by and visit these organizations. And here I stand at the Indian Child Welfare booth with Sally Wilson and Hetty Charbonneau. Let's make Sally welcome here today as she gives a brief explanation about what they are doing here. So let's make her welcome here today.
Hello everybody, I'm Sally Wilson. I'm a Cherokee Indian Child Welfare. I just want to allow me a few minutes here. I just want to tell you a little bit about our program and how we're involved here in Kansas City. A lot of you may know that a little bit about the Indian Child Welfare. It covers the entire United States and it doesn't affect your area. We have around 1,400 cases that we're working throughout the United States. Out of all those cases, we have 755 that are outside of our jurisdictional boundaries. So within that scope, we have about 60 here in your area. So that means that we need homes. We don't have any Cherokee foster homes that we can run in this area. So if this is something that you would like to do, you let us know you come talk to us. We're real glad to be here. We're available to answer any questions you might have. So we'd love for you to come on and speak.
All right, let's give Sally a round of applause. Glad to have them here today. Come on, see them. We've got a lot of goodies. Candy, I'm always picking these girls up for candy. Come over here to our government relations, which is doing state voter registration. I always tell people if you're getting registered to vote, then you can't drive when your opponent loses or whenever someone's doing wrong. So let's make a welcome here today, Lindsay Earl. What's this? So you're talking to introducing you girls. That's pretty good. All right, and I'll push that out there quite a bit. Shauna reminded me, just because you have a blue card does not mean that you are registered to vote. Come by and see these ladies. They will tell you if you are registered or not. And so, excuse me, Chris. So go by and see them as I walk around the crowd. Glad to see everyone over here at the organization booth. Stop by and see them. Beautiful shirts. Kansas City community. And so, Cherokee community, I'm sorry. And on the board it says to have Indian sizes. If you don't know what Indian sizes are, they start at extra large and go up from there. So go by and see them also here. Again, at the community health booth, stop by and visit with them and do your survey. You're looking at me like you want me to talk or you want to talk. I'll let you talk. Over here at the front booth, let me see one of those, kids. Let's see one of those flyers. Now, on everyone's mind, seems like, is that Affordable Health Care Act. By a show of hands, who's interested in the Affordable Health Care Act? Man, I got a drink out there. Anybody? Oh, go ahead.
Ashley Johnson, right side.
Kimberly Hayes, left side.
All right. I didn't see anybody raising their hand that's worried about this Affordable Health Care Act. You guys must have good insurance. Has everybody got good insurance? We have with us, and we weren't able to bring our representative here this time. But she did send with us this booklet right here. And if you're interested in how it affects you as a registered member of the Cherokee Nation, what you can do and what you can't do, go by and pick up one of these pamphlets. On the front says the Affordable Care Act. Know your eligibility status. Talks about applications, enrollment, exemption forms, all of that good stuff that you need, and you're way up in Kansas City. I don't know how close the IHS facility is, and the health service facility is, but it will explain all of that in this booklet. So again, there at the front where you first came in. Go ahead, man.
Christina, Ethan, and Caleb Steele, right side, please.
Brianne Ross Davis and Desiree Mueller, left side, please.
So if you are interested in the Affordable Care Act, go by and get one of these. Know what your rights are, because that Obamacare is getting ridiculous, man. Go by and see what your rights are. At this time, I'll get to the registrar pretty soon. Can you sing a little? You want to sing for me? She got charming. At this time, I want to bring these young ladies up. And before I do, registration, you got to do that body to call before all right. Let's make a welcome here today. Miss Cherokee, 2013, 2014, Miss Julie Thornton. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is Julie Thornton. I'm 2013-2014 Miss Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma. I'm from Oklahoma, which is about 35 minutes from Oklahoma. With your Miss Cherokee, you have a platform to promote throughout your day. Mine is focusing on being at a healthy weight and living a healthy lifestyle. If you guys have any questions about my platform, or if you want to talk to me, I'm happy to talk to me. You can find me or I'll find you. But no, thank you.
All right, thank you, Julie. Find my papers here. Junior Miss Cherokee, 2013, 2014. Mama, wait till I introduce her. No, Mom was really clapping. Wait till I introduce her. Denise Belcher, let's give her a round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is Denise Belcher and I'm going to share with you guys in 2014. I go to Caldwell High School. I live in Caldwell, Oklahoma. As you can share, I also have a platform or something I go speak on and I support. And I support music and music education. So if you guys have any questions for me over my platform, just come and holler at me or, flag me down, whatever. Thank you, Wendo. Thanks for coming.
All right, thank you, young ladies. Let me turn this down because I'll talk after the naked. That's funny. I grew up around Rhonda. She's always like that. Didn't even get introduced to Cardi yet. She's already screaming and yelling. All right, at this time, as we move right along with our program, let me get her before she finds somebody else. I want Miss Linda O'Leary, former Tribal Council member, as well as registrar for our registration department. Let's make her welcome here today, Ms. Linda O'Leary.
Hello, folks. It's glad to be here today. We're all glad to be here to be part of the studio. What I'm going to explain to you today is the inclusion of talking to you just a bit. In the registration department, I took over that department in the latter part of July 2012. We have grown since then. I was number 14 at the registration department. We have 14 employees. We now have, with our new people coming in right away, of course, we've got to take time for training. We will now have 36. Thanks to our chief, Bill John Baker, we have extended and expanded our department from 14 to 36. We've asked for more money to come into registration so that we can have more space, more employees to accommodate you and our services out to the people, and for that we're grateful. We have updated our ITech system. We used to go to the back of the vault and we would pull what we call your 8x10s, which is your linen sheet. We now are trying to scan all that information in where we can have it readily available on our Facebook. So we've grown in the ITech area, trying to update things so we can get services out to you, your grandchildren, and children. We take in about 1,200 applications per month in the registration department. We have from 1,200 to 1,500 what we call duplicates. That's duplicate line cards, duplicate blue cards for registration. We have about 309,000 people in our tribe, so we have that same flow of replacement cards throughout the United States. We have been traveling, making photo IDs to serve our at-large people and we're serving our at-large people. We are welcome to places and we're trying to accommodate you as far as the convenience of this card. I want to ask you folks something that already have received your card. Do you like your cards? Great. They're wonderful, aren't they? Do you like your picture on your cards? That's right too. Let me tell you, I'll do a little bit of bragging. Our photo ID staff has worked diligently to bring those to you folks after an holiday all week. We have completed since the end of September 2012, we've almost completed 40,000 photo IDs. That's been a great task, and my staff is accommodating. It's really blessed. We have right now not only those services that we provide with the blue card and the white card. We also do the photo IDs. We also do verification for certification and health departments, eagle feathers, and things of that nature. So we do all the good things. One of the things I want to tell you about the photo ID. Folks, if you look at your new plastic card photo ID, you will see a hologram in it that's not supposed to be reproduced. You will also see a date on there that's not a date. It says a message. Your card is good as a now on. Now, if you want to update your picture, your grandkid's picture, or whatever, we can do that as they grow, and we can give you another photo ID without charging anything as long as the original one's right in. If the original one is lost, it only costs $5 for that replacement. I want to tell you how this photo ID came about. When now Chief, Bill John Baker was on the council, as Councilor Bill John Baker, and myself on the council. He came to me and had this idea about developing this photo ID card. He didn't get it done then, but as he became chief, he is now what I call jump through hoops and hoops to get this certified convenience for you because it does have your picture of ID on there. Okay? But he has used this card, and this is quite a compliment to the Cherokee people. He has used this card, folks, to go into Washington, D.C., go through, let me back up. You first of all jump through the hoop to get this card through the federal, state, and DIA. Now, he's used that car to go in and sit by the side of the President of the United States. People using only this car from the Cherokee Nation. Only this car. So the Cherokees are highly respected and we appreciate them. And we also use it because it's not a passport. But it is a car that you can use for your identification. We use it out at the airports and things of that nature. So, that being said, we are a proud people. We are a respected people, and it's something to treasure because, people, listen up to me. The Bureau of Indian Affairs, we are the only nation of the nations throughout the United States that the Bureau of Indian Affairs allows us to determine our blood quantum, and we also do our citizenship. So when you see this card today, you won't see the our official's name on this card. You see the chief, Bill Donbaker, and my name on the registrar. And so that's a big compliment for the Cherokee people. And I thank you folks for turning out today. It's been great. Do you have any questions? Okay. Folks, when this lady has asked where are we at on the process of applications. We're approximately 18 months to 19 months out. The reason being, we took over a big load of about 22,000 backlog when I came down there of applications to process. One of the things that we also inherited from the last administration was the issuance of blue cards without the white cards issued. We had a backlog of 15,000 that we inherited and had to update, and we worked diligently on it, not only on the process of new applications, and the backlog of 22,000 we also inherited, and also an inheritance of 15,000, and we had processed 9,000 of those. So we were a very busy department, extremely busy. That being said, folks, we're going to be busy, because when the Affordable Health Care Act comes in, we're going to have more people applying for their certification, so that they're not paying fines for that. Indian Americans, and we don't have the frequent decision yet. It is a department, we don't mind getting busy, we're trying to get out the services to you folks. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Linda. So glad to have them with us today. That is our big seller right there. And so some of you guys in this line, see as Linda sits down, you can go to this other side. Go ahead.
Gina Tetzlaff, right side, please.
Wanda Allen, left side, please.
All right, thank you. At this time, wherever we go, as we gather here today, we are able to gather without persecution. We are able to gather no matter what church we go to, what color we are, what language we speak. For some people, that's not something that they take lightly. At this time, I want to recognize, and if you would, if you can, come forward. We've got a small gift for you. Veterans and servicemen, would you please stand? Do we have anybody? Veterans and servicemen, please stand. Gentlemen, would you come forward, please, and line up right here with me? I've got a gift for you. I didn't see any women standing there. Do we have any service women? Did I miss somebody? Gentlemen, come up here one more time. Right here, too.
Wanda Allen, left side, photo ID, please.
So our veterans, if you would, just line up right here. And the chief has a gift for you. Again, let's give these veterans a big round of applause. Thank you, gentlemen, for your service to our country. Again, you know, I hear a lot of people, freedom is free. No, it's not. You ask these gentlemen, many of them may have lost friends. Many of them may have lost family. But we want to thank these gentlemen and the families for their service to our country. What a wonderful, wonderful gift. Did we miss anyone? Anyone? Right here. Right here, sir. A Gold Star Flying. He died in Korea. Wow. Let's, you hang out here, man. So the chief is making that presentation, Gold Star Flying, whose husband died in Korea. Want to thank you, man, for your sacrifice that we can come and congregate such as this. What a wonderful, wonderful thing it is. One more time, let's give these veterans a round of applause, would you please. Chris, where you at? Come up here, would you please? Stand out here with the chief. We are to the portion of our program. And before I start, Randy, you guys got anything before I go into my registration? You guys got anything? All right, go ahead.
Wilma Wittenberg, right side, please.
All right.
Jason Morgan, left side photo ID, please.
Dee serves on the Kansas City Cherokee Board as our membership coordinator. She is not shy, has proven to be a mover and a shaker, has a passion for her people and works hard to make sure that KC Cherokee community has every opportunity to be notified and kept up to date on what is happening in our community. She is married to Dan, who supports Dee in everything she does and always there to help with the KC Cherokee events. She is proud to be Cherokee and has an interesting story to share with our group about growing up in Oklahoma. I am going to let her share that instead of me reading it. It says, over the years she has developed a needed background and experience in working and leading various boards and organizations. It says, during her son's high school, she co-chaired with Dan for 4 years with PTA organization. Also for the North High School Band, 4 years of fundraising and finance for the North High School Band and Orchestra Booster Clubs for the last 35 years. Been a real estate agent in Kansas City. Led the president and fundraising chair for the Women's Council of Realtors. We want to introduce you at this time to our honored elder, Miss Dee Keiss. Let's give her a round of applause. Well, she knows what picture taking is all about. Look at that smile every time the camera goes off.
Thank you so much. Join us. Thank you for coming today. We love having you here. This is such a wonderful organization. Be proud to be Cherokee. Believe me.
All right, thank you, Dee. Thank you, Chief. Our Mrs. and our President, want to thank you for sharing this award. I keep getting the camera angle. Registration, you got anything for while I'm on break? Did everyone get enough to eat? Was it good? Let's hear a round of applause for everyone. All right, we're getting our pictures taken care of. What a wonderful, wonderful thing. See all this stuff going around. I think we are at this point. See where we're at on our schedule. Oh yeah, Church, where you at? Donnie, where did Church go? Susie Mackey. All right. We are getting ready to start our cultural event, which is stickball. We have it set up right down the road here at that football/rugby field. So if we can find our coordinator, we're going to have those that are interested in playing, those that want to learn how to play. It's not a hard game. It does require some physical movement, meaning you got to run just a little bit. So that means me right here. This young man right here, do you want to explain it? He said he'll do it on the field. But I'm going to tell you anyway, and he can reiterate. The game of stickball, what we are doing today is the man and woman game, right? Church, the pole game, right? That's what we're doing, okay? So, men versus women. Men use what we call stickball sticks. They are much like longer arms. Women use their hands. At the top of this pole is normally would be a ball for the chicken people or a fish. This right here is a piece of plywood that's shaped in a circle. We have to make adjustments, you understand. I don't know how he's going to score with kids, but in some games, if you hit the target, you receive points. If you hit the pole, you receive points. The way that I was taught was this was a courtship game. This was a chance for the women to watch how the men showed off how they played. And the women would look at the men and say, hey, he might make it good, does it? Now, we're not here to cause any divorces, all right? So you guys take that into account when you go out there and play. But this young man out here is going to lead your game. Mr. Susan Mackey, let's give him a round of applause for being here today. He is one of our volunteers. Also want to recognize his mother from the Cherokee Cultural Outreach, Miss Donnie Mackey. Way better, Miss Donnie, way over there. You saw her in the registration. We also have another gentleman here from CCO. Where is he? Kevin Stretch, where are you? He's walking around with a camera on his shoulder. Where are you going off tonight? Every time I introduce him, he's gone. But Kevin Stretch is also from CCO. My name is Judy Kingfisher, and I represent CCO, and we're all glad to be here for you today. At this time, if you would, there's still plenty of food on the table. These girls are here ready to take pictures with you. Their shiny crowns, all their bling on their banners. But I know I called this gentleman up just a little bit earlier. Maybe not everyone was here. So we want to give him the opportunity at this time to address each and every one of you. So if we could have your attention, please. Kind of quiet down just a little bit. I know everybody's got a lot to say, but I'm waiting for everyone to kind of quiet down just a little bit, so that way we can hear what is going on. So if you got a neighbor next to you that's talking, ask him, please. I want to hear people breathe. Oh, that's just a bit against you. I'm gonna have to draw something on the wall or something, make them pick their nose up. All right, at this time, I want him to come up and speak one more time. Let's make him welcome here. Chief of the Cherokee Nation, Mr. Bill John Baker.
Thank you, Susie. Let's give a big round of applause for all the men and women that prepared the food, set this up, did all the hard work. It's not easy, folks. Somebody asked a while ago, do I always wear traditional dress? Well, I enjoy wearing traditional dress, and a lot of places that I go, I do wear it. One reason is I went to a charity golf tournament last month, and there was a lot of people, this many people in a hall, and I walked in, and 3 boys were sitting there, about my age, and they said, Mama, there's the chief. She turned around and said, Chief, I didn't recognize you in your clothes. And then she went on, and everybody turned and thought, dang. But then she said, in your golfing clothes, you know. And so, anyway, I like to wear at least something that designates that I'm the chief, so they recognize me in my clothes. It really is fun to do this. And, you know, like I said, nod at me, raise your hand, anything, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. But I'm just so tickled that you are sitting at these tables and you're visiting, you're having a good time, you're finding out that you're related to the person across the table from you, because if you will talk to each other, it won't be long before you connect the dots. I connected the dots over here with a cousin of my Attorney General that is a John Ross descendant, but also a descendant of Nancy Ward, which is my 7th great grandmother. So it doesn't take long before we start connecting these family names and these places that we were born or places our grandparents were born. And that's really the strength of the Cherokee Nation is you. The strength is in the heart and souls of each of you. That's what's really important. It doesn't matter if you live in California or if you live in Alaska. It doesn't matter if you're in Kansas or Florida. We're still cousins. We still share the same experiences through our grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-parents. From the beginning of time, we were Cherokee. So, thank you for coming out. I'll be around. If you have any questions at all, I'm here for you. Because the only purpose of the Cherokee Nation is to make the lives of Cherokees better. Otherwise, we have no purpose to exist. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. I did as he walks around, visit with him just a little bit. But the young man that was here just a few minutes ago, he said, Susie, I'm headed down there. If they want to come on, tell them come on. So stickball time, if you want to play, head down the road just a little bit to the open field and he will be there. Don't be shy. Junior Miss, are you going? Lenise, are you going? Julie, are you going? She's coughing. So Junior Miss is going down there to play. Go ahead.
Rebecca Stillman, right side, please.
Roger Scuppers, left side, please.
Don't be scared.
All right. So,
Roger Stamos.
to those that have been pointing out elders to me, thank you for that. I hope we are trying to get all our elders acknowledged here and getting things underway. To-go plates. Oh, baggies, I'm sorry. If you want to take anything home with you, let them know. They have baggies there for you. To take something, they said there is a lot of chicken left. That sounds like at home. Dang, somebody's taking mug shot. She looked like she was mad chicken. Get some of my things ready to get caught. I think everybody's moving right along as we get things under control. All right. If you want to go and play stickball, registration said they will hold your IDs until you get back, and we will call them just a little bit later if we don't get your ID through the first round. So if there are any that wants to go out and participate in our game,